In Tulsa, Oklahoma, it was a day filled with somber reflections of a historic event that many Americans had never heard of until now. Organizers promised to never let what happened there be forgotten.
President Biden himself met with the last known survivors of the 1921 Tulsa race massacre today as he honored all of the victims who died in the riot. The president's visit marking the centennial anniversary of one of the deadliest episodes in America's long and turbulent history of racial violence. It was back in 1921 when a white mob attacked a prosperous black neighborhood there in Tulsa. When the ensuing riots were over 35 city blocks left in ashes, an estimated 300 black Americans had been killed, many of them also tortured.
NewsNation's Janelle Fort joins us live from Tulsa tonight with more on today's events. Janelle.
Well, Rob and Adrian, today is the final day of a long weekend of events commemorating atrocities that flatlined the community that I'm standing in right now. The massacre wiping out what 100 years ago was one of the wealthiest black communities in the nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, Joe Biden.
Today, President Joe Biden bringing the national spotlight to a moment in history long swept under the rug.
100 years ago, at this hour, on this first day of June, smoke darkened the Tulsa sky, rising from 35 blocks of Greenwood. In less than 24 hours, 1,100 black homes and businesses were lost.
Biden is the first sitting president to visit Tulsa's Greenwood neighborhood, acknowledge what happened there in 1921 as one of the worst acts of racial violence in American history.
My fellow Americans, this was not a riot. This was a massacre.
From May 31st to June 1st, a white mob descended on the thriving community known affectionately as Black Wall Street. For decades, the details covered up and long suppressed.
For so long, there was a conspiracy of silence.
The work in this pictorial exhibit is...
The president toured the Greenwood Cultural Center and privately met with 107-year-old Viola Fletcher, 106-year-old Leslie Randall, and 100-year-old Hugh Van Ellis, the remaining 3 survivors of the massacre.
You are the 3 known remaining survivors of a story seen in the mirror dimly. But no longer. Now your story will be known in full view.
Biden now working to right the wrongs of these atrocities, announcing new actions his administration plans to take to build black wealth and narrow the racial wealth gap nationally, while also highlighting the need to properly memorialize those lost.
Descendants who have gone 100 years without closure. But you know, as we speak, the process of exhuming the unmarked graves has started.
And that process going on just a few miles from here at Oaklawn Cemetery. There is no official count, but experts estimate that up to 300 people were murdered in that massacre, the bulk of them buried in mass graves. Now, archaeologists are working to find those bodies, identify them, and give them a proper burial. Back to you.